We need your money. We need your money. Hey everybody, it's The Shape, back to another one. I want to welcome all you newbies that are here. Welcome, I'm The Shape. This is the best community on YouTube. I want to start this video off, by saying, I rarely do this, so just bear with me. Now, Patreons and members and the people that donate super thanks or PayPal, they're the unsung heroes, and I never give them the praise that they truly deserve. They never ask for anything, and I've made it clear that I'll never ever put content behind a paywall. And because it's not just about entertaining, it's about learning on this channel. If I can't give everybody all the videos, then they're missing out on parts that we can learn from. And I want people to know what to look for in these videos. And they've never asked for anything, but they're the unsung heroes. So when I put this list up of all these people, it really means a lot. And I won't ever put out any bonus videos, but I will start doing that early thing. I finally learned how to do it, But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys. Appreciate it. You allow me, to do YouTube full time and focus on this solely. And it's the best job in the world, and that's because of you guys. Not just the paying peoples, but all of you in general. When you comment or hit the like button, that allows me to do this. But anyway, it's enough of that. Let's get in this video. My haunted hotel. The usual suspects, am I right? Now, I want to make it perfectly clear how I feel about what these guys do. I had a thought the other day, and I wanted to look at it from their side of it, like ghosts are real. So, I want you to bear with me, guys, and I want all of you that either believe in ghosts or even if you don't, to kind of think about it that way. Ghosts are real. They buy a haunted location, right? They buy a haunted location, and if I ain't mistaken, they even bring artifacts that supposed to have things attached to it, and they bring that as well into the place to bring more spirits. Now, is that right or wrong? I mean, say ghosts are real. Is it right or wrong to entrap a human spirit in this place and monetize it? Think about it. And then you get them to perform like at the zoo or something, like, dance monkey dance, And I really, it kind of bothers me. You monetize it and you brand it. My haunted this, my haunted that. But these are human spirits. Am I right or wrong? And when they say, come over to this device here, this device, it won't hurt you. It just allows us to know that you're here. Yet they have no science to back that at all. No science whatsoever to back that claim. They don't know what these apps or devices, they don't know what that does to a spirit. That could be the most painful experience ever. So if you're going to feed me the ghost stuff, make sure you look at it from all points of view, and make sure that you're not just feeding me trash just because you think it don't hurt something. Show me science to back up all these theories that you have. I mean, you have a hard enough time proving ghosts exist, period. But when you say this device won't hurt you, and you go beyond that, just show me something to back this claim. That's all I ask.
In 2022, my haunted project began, my haunted hotel, Chester, United Kingdom. Using 24/7 surveillance inside, we have documented over thousands of different cases. Real ghosts with real paranormal, every angle covered except the blind spots. You guys motivated yet? Because we're back, we're expanding, and after months of preparation and research, the next haunted location is about to open. My Haunted Manor.
So my haunted hotel is they're coming to America with my haunted manor. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. And we better hope now that the spirits are very active at this place in order to actually keep an entire business going. You know, because I always thought that ghosts are unpredictable. I mean, apparently, you know, they clock in and clock out. You know, hey, but what can you say? But I thought about it, and I thought about it, and then when I got bored with thinking about it, I thought about it more. Now, I've put my thoughts out on these guys before. You remember when they tried to have the video taken down? Yeah. But the reason I mentioned that is, I believe these guys may have caught unexplained things. But I think 90% of what they catch is them making the paranormal. I don't think I know, really, to be completely frank. It's a haunted attraction is what it is. It is not, that's not paranormal that these people are catching. If you notice throughout this entire video, the stuff they catch at this manor is identical to what they catch at my haunted hotel. You know, the stuff that's easily faked. You can easily fool people that way. But all in all, I don't know what it's going to be like, you know, to walk outside and every corner, street corner that you look at, there's a McDonald's and a My Haunted Hotel or My Haunted Manor or My Haunted something. You know, I actually look kind of for a collab between My Haunted and McDonald's. You know, just call it My Haunted McDonald's. You know, instead of we're loving it, we're haunting it. Is that not awesome? Call me, guys. I'll hook you up.
They'll be on every street corner.
Guys, Daryl Marston here. You know me from Ghost Hunters, but now I'm with a new show, My Haunted Manor. So the reason I decided for us to go to Samuel Miller is because I think it's a great connection to My Haunted Hotel over in the UK, where I investigated back in September with these guys and did one of the episodes. They asked me to do something in the States. Samuel Miller was the place.
Reason being, and I've investigated all over the United States and the UK, it's the one place that's not really well known, but it's very active. People were seeing things, shadow anomalies, things of that nature.
Let me go ahead and make a prediction right now then. In the next 4 or 5 episodes you guys make, you're going to catch a shadow figure. It's going to be way off in the background. It's going to be hard to make out, but just enough, you know, like the My Haunted Hotel episode, just enough to where you could say it is a figure. You're going to catch knocking. You're going to catch like doll voices and children voices. All kinds of footsteps.
Audible footsteps, audible voices, shadow anomalies. When the boys were here last weekend doing some investigating and doing some B-roll, they were getting audible footsteps.
Oh, you'll get plenty more of those too, because it's so easy to fake. This one clip that they show in this episode, easily faked. Now, can I prove it 100% that it's fake? No, I can't. But this is an old building, and it's going to crumble and fall eventually if you don't keep up maintenance on it. And what it's made of, you know, all these materials, when they fall, they're going to make a noise. And when you're in these places vibrating and moving around and everything, it's going to cause stuff to fall. But watch this clip.
Hello?
Wow, building up that tension, baby. Okay, he's in let's say the room shaped like an L or a rectangle. Now, you're holding the camera in this big room. You could easily throw something. Nobody'd ever know the difference, and that's what it sounds like to me. I mean, your POV is what you see on camera. We don't get to see any of that stuff off camera.
I mean, the building could easily be crumbling, but he could be standing there and just throw something and make it like it's a noise behind him. I mean, if you really want to look at the blind spot of any given room, this is your field of vision right here. Look at all that black.
And working with the guys over in England, you know, this is an amazing opportunity to learn from them.
It kind of depends on what you're learning from them, right? Are you learning how to be a good paranormal investigator? Or are you learning how to be a great business personality? Which one? You know, are you learning about the real science? Or are you learning how to make a haunted house attraction? Let's just hope that you guys, My Haunted Manor, let's just hope you do it right. Because, in theory, it's a great idea. And I've said that in the past. All these cameras set up and all that, that's awesome. Until you start faking all the stuff.
My Haunted Manor USA, the latest location to become part of the My Haunted project. Harry, Brett and I had flown over from the UK to finalise preparations and meet our American team who were ready to begin their journey here.
What is the slow-mo camera for? I mean, somebody must think they're a bit bigger than what they actually are.
Our social media, since we've been over here, has literally blown up. We're getting random people messaging us, and we had no idea that it would reach this level.
That is a bold-faced lie. You know 100%. You knew exactly how this is going to work. You guys are smart when it comes to business. You're very creative when it comes to tricking your audience. But you can't trick me.
It feels so eerie in parts, but so much character, really high ceilings, and there's a weird sense in here that something epic's going to happen.
Well, I bet $50 in food stamps to a donut that something epic will happen. Over and over and over, all the way to the bank.
It immediately felt like it was steeped in history. Now we know it immediately felt like it was steeped in...
We know some of the history, and we have still a lot to learn about the place, but the feeling you get from walking into this room, we're currently in the parlour, and it's just epic.
Is the only word I can really describe My Haunted Manor USA. Like literally just then I saw a light flash past as a car passed. We don't know that yet. We need to learn that still.
What the f***?
What? Was that footsteps?
Mate, I've just heard clear as day footsteps.
And those aren't footsteps. Those sound very, 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 very similar to plexiglass or regular glass being pecked on.
Learn that still. Still.
What we are about to show you next may cause offense, but it is necessary to document these moments.
Keep in mind this is just my opinion, but the word that they're getting ready to show you that this spirit supposedly says makes us Americans look pretty bad. Like it's the N word with the hard R. Why even show that, actually?
The interesting thing about this place is being, part of the Underground Railroad, in the kids' room, we actually got a racial slur that came through the Paracast. Check this out.
Now, I cut that word out. I'll let you hear the first part, and then I cut the middle out because I don't want that kind of language on this channel, obviously. It's a horrible thing to say to anybody. Yet they come here like, oh, let's just... And they put the word there. I mean, the word's in their video entirely. Now, I know they're like, oh, well, it wasn't us saying it was a spirit. But to me, that's just distasteful. And you remember what I said earlier in the video about treating these, if ghosts are real, treating them like they're in a zoo, making them perform, and just...
That's very interesting. It could tie into the Underground Railroad.
And we were beginning to understand the hype surrounding this location, but our American team had already begun to gather key eyewitness accounts.
I do love his voiceovers, though. And when you come to my haunted hotel, the spirits will attack you and they will possess you. This is the most scariest place on earth.
Upstairs in one of the bedrooms, we have a stuffed animal up there called Busy Bee. And the children love to play with Busy Bee, and they normally let us hear their presence by making songs come out of that toy.
This was something we witnessed firsthand the night before, and already we are starting to back up eyewitness accounts.
That shouldn't have done it there. Yeah.
What the f?
That's legitimate.
So that only goes off if you touch it?
Yeah.
A malfunctioning toy, ladies and gentlemen. Paranormal. Now explain to me in the comments how that is a spirit doing that. I mean, is it possessing the doll, making it do that? Or is the doll doing that and it's just the spirit like touching his tummy? Or what's going on there?
Before the manor officially opens to the public in March, a series of thorough investigations needed to take place, and with both teams collaborating, it was down to business.
Haha, keyword being business. My haunted business. www.business, haunted business. Merchandise. Merchandising. I gotta take a break. Oh man. I'll see you. Huh? Yeah, I dragged that out way too much.
Book now at myhauntedmanor.com.
This is My Haunted Manor, USA.
I would be honest with you, I wouldn't mind to have like a My Haunted lunchbox or something like that, or maybe a My Haunted condom for that feeling of ghosts are watching you while you're. That ain't even funny. I'm keeping it in.
We are locked down at My Haunted Manor USA for the opening of the brand new My Haunted show.
Haunting people is my business, and business is good.
Harry, Brett and I are about to split off as the My Haunted Manor team, Daryl, Jeff and Trey, monitor us from the control room.
So Danny, Harry, and Brett have moved into the kids' room. They're actually going to start investigating in there because they had some things happen there during the last investigation yesterday, and they're going to see what they can capture. They're going to run some equipment.
We're going to sit here and watch them here in the control room.
Thank you, My Haunted Manor, for clearing that up. Because had you not told me that you were sitting there in the control center, I would have thought you were out there making all those, knocking sounds and stuff. But you told me, so I believe you.
Hey, we are heading into the kids' room where last night we captured a racial slur, and we also captured it in an American accent.
Welcome to America, I guess. I got a gut feeling that you guys don't care much for us Americans. Just got that feeling. Now, I could be wrong.
Oh. And it's cold in here, like just here.
Yeah, really cold.
Like you walk in and it's a complete different. Okay. Show this up here.
Of all the rooms, this one is doing it for me so far, and I'm not even sure why. We've been here now for pretty much 48 hours, and this room really gives me the vibe.
It's weird for me investigating somewhere different, and especially overseas at the moment. This has got something sinister about it. But these Americans are assholes, aren't they?
Earlier I was joking, but I'm proud to be an American.
Maybe we could hear you walk into this room. Believe I heard your footsteps.
Comment below your thoughts on that. I have my own. I want to see if yours are similar. Let's hear it one more time. Raise the volume.
Smooth again for me.
And stuff like this is what bothers me, because they know good and well it wasn't him making that footstep. That footstep was not where he is. They know that. Everybody knows that. Even us at home watching know that. Yeah, he's like, hey, you move again. That way we can show it wasn't you. Knowing good and well. Whatever that is.
So the thing about this building is that it's all really open. I mean, you can see straight through into the servants' quarters down there, and all the walls are wood and stuff. So you can hear every movement in this building.
And not one person cared.
Suddenly, the subtle movement that I can hear through the enhanced H4 digital microphone becomes very clear.
Walk towards our voices.
Oh!
I heard it!
That's down there.
That's down there.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Oh, I heard it.
Well, it was obviously none of you guys, and it couldn't be your American counterparts, because we all know, because they told us that they're in the control room. Curious, that control room.
What?
There it is again. Where's that coming from?
Can you do that 3 times for me, please? Oh!
They're getting something. Yeah, I heard it.
That was in direct response too.
Oh, they're at the computer, so it wasn't them. So, hey, but business will be banging at this place. I can assure you of that.
If these guys can pick up on their end as well what happened there, then it suddenly gets a whole lot more compelling, and we can rule out, the street outside. These are the noises that are coming from inside the room. They just
Nope, you can't rule out the street, because vehicles ride on the street, and this place is old. Old means feeble, not very strong. All that vibration from cars day in and day out can definitely make that place rock and jolt and twist and crumble, for that matter. So you can't rule outside influences ever. You can say, well, it wasn't the wind, that blew this over, but you don't know what any kind of piece of machinery from far away would do to an old building like that.
Last chance if you want to make a noise. We'll definitely be back.
After the early wave of audio that we had witnessed, the manor now falls into an eerie silence. And Daryl, Jeff, and Trey head to the basement.
Just heard something back here.
I heard something too, but it sounded to my right. You heard it to your left?
Yeah, I heard it right in the corner over there.
Comment below what you think. That noise coming from above their head. I am pretty sure of that. So why he said it come from that corner over there? Let's hear it again. Nope, that's somebody above their head.
Nothing compelling is being captured, and so we split into 3 teams to cover different sections of the manor, with Harry and Daryl moving into the secret attic space.
Secret attic space? That's just an attic space, you buffoon. What's secretive about it?
Brett and Trey head to the landing, whilst Jeff and I cover the white room.
Just like my haunted hotel, every angle is covered.
Except for the blind spots. I bet $10,000 to a piccolo sandwich. The next few videos that come out of My Haunted Manor will have multiple blind spots that will have activity right there.
I was wondering, if this is your control room, you would be able to send sound through speakers from this very spot, right? Comment below all this computer stuff that I don't understand. I zoomed in so you could see it. I did see that they had alarm flashing turned off. I don't know what that is. But comment below if you could make out this stuff better than me. I'm kind of curious.
We are going to be naming these cameras, and you guys will then get used to the rooms, just like at the hotel. And obviously the boys here, you'll be making your own stories in these rooms, guys.
Oh, they'll definitely be making stories, that's for sure. But, you know what? I can give these guys the benefit of the doubt. At least for right now, as far as will they fake it, or will they really do right by everybody and show actual paranormal activity? Or will it just be another haunted little fun house?
You and I are investigating a part of the building where a lot of people don't get to come.
Mm-hmm.
The attic, which is kind of like off from the rest of the building. It's very tight up here. Right now, we got basically 3 rooms. The room we're standing in, there's a small room to my right, and like a cubby back there behind you.
It's a regular attic. Don't make it more than what it is.
So there's all kinds of like artifacts and stuff up here. If you look around, man, like people leaving stuff for, gifts. Like there's a bottle of Jack Daniels, a Hershey bar.
What kind of bizarro world are we living in right now? I have to ask that. Gifts. Is that what we call it nowadays? Gifts? Or is it just garbage that somebody left because they didn't feel like carrying it?
We wouldn't
We've just stepped foot in the building.
I think I just heard something in there. Wow, like when you first started talking, it sounded like rustling.
Should we go through?
Yeah, you want to check it?
So, cameraman, you're making sure everybody knows that, huh? But the problem being is, if you look closely, he heard it himself. You didn't have to, say, oh, if you listen closely, I heard a rustle. Watch one more time. He hears it. You don't have to tell him.
We don't have any of our static cameras set up in here yet.
No.
So this will be something that's going to be added on to later down the road, where we're going to put a camera or two up here for the viewers and for the fans of the show.
You're assuming that there'll be viewers and fans of the show. You must know something I don't. I never knew that making a YouTube channel was, that cut and dry. Like, hey, if I make a video, everybody's going to watch it because I know that. Must be nice.
Let's test the theory. See if it's really magic.
Okay. Starting off with pretty normal, under 1 mil of gas.
If there's someone up here, can you touch that device?
They see me rolling. Hey, Tim, patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.
Can you show yourself?
What is that noise right here? Right there.
What's the click?
Yeah, what is it? Is the camera making noise? Yeah, it is.
Oh, you guys are debunking yourselves. Trying to take me out of the job, huh?
Now, a lot of people come into this building and they hear footsteps. Is that you or is that someone else?
Oh, let me tell you guys, you'll be getting a lot of footsteps over the next couple of years. I guarantee you that. You know why? Because when you have an audience that comes to your haunted location and they, pay money to ghost hunt there, in order to trick them, you have to be able to put paranormal out there that you can deceive somebody with, like knocking in the walls and, disembodied voices and footsteps. Because you can trick somebody there live by doing so. But what you can't do is make a full-bodied apparition show up and trick them. Now, I have no idea how many people have claimed to see a full-bodied apparition there with their own eyeballs. But I'm betting an honest person that's went there probably never has seen a full-bodied or shadow figure for that matter. Because, unless you got some kind of super projector that can project it and trick somebody, So you got to put the paranormal out there that you can trick people with and get away with.
After an hour, we join together and decide to replicate the Paracast experiment, which produced results the night before.
Okay, we are now all together here in the middle of this middle floor section, which is so creepy because we have the baker room to the left here, we've got the kids room over to the right.
Haunting people is my business, and business is good, ladies and gentlemen. Business is a booming.
Last night you said something very racist in this building, and it confused all of us as to why you would say such a thing.
Man, the buffoonery knows no limits with this one. What's so confusing about this spirit saying such derogatory things like we mentioned earlier in the video? What's confusing about that? Why is it confusing you, for instance? Please explain that to me. I don't know how that word would be confusing. That bad a word? Shocking? Okay. Disheartening? Angering? All of these things, but confusing. Why is it confusing? Please explain it. I know I'm making a big deal out of nothing, but I really want an explanation for them saying something that horrible as confusing.
As the early hours creep in, our investigation is coming to an end, and I decide to review the strange light I saw.
Thought I saw a strange light manifestation upstairs. We're able to debunk this. There's a very slight spit in the curtain.
You're truly debunking now. My question would be, though, why leave that in the video? If it's not paranormal or possible paranormal, why leave it in there? Makes no sense. You're making somebody watch something to be like, oh, but we caught this one. Yeah, we can debunk this one. Because you make it look like, well, we don't need debunkers because we debunk ourselves. Don't work that way, pal. Too much bias in it. Now, comment below your thoughts. Now, I know sometimes it seems like I'm a bit harder on these guys than I should be. But I know they're faking. And they're monetizing fakery. That's what they're monetizing a haunted house. Attraction. That's what it is. And, you know, like I said, before you know it, it'll be on every street corner. Which, that's fine. You know what? There's a lot of business in the paranormal. But these are just my thoughts on it. And also, I've had a bunch of people say, well, you know what? Why don't you go there? It's in America now. Okay. Let's say that I did go there. And they knew I was coming. They would be able, if they had anything set up, they'd be able to take it away and I wouldn't be able to see it anyways. So, if I did do it, I would have quite a few conditions. One of them being, I pop up whenever I want and I don't tell you ahead of time. Period. And my second condition would be, if I want to drill a hole through your wall and stick a camera through it, I'm allowed. That would be my conditions that I would put out there. Because that's, you're going to do it. And if they know you're coming, like when Beardo went to their hotel, you're at a disadvantage from the very get-go. And, oh, check out Beardo. He makes really, really good videos. Big fan. Now, that being said, guys. Yeah. Oh, this is the end of the video. You can click off if you don't want to hear me blab. I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate all the support. All on my YouTube statistics, all of them are green arrows pointing up, which means watch time's up, views are up, every subscriber, all of it is getting better. And I can't thank you guys enough. That's all you guys. And if it was up to me and I could turn subscribing off, I would right now. I'm proud of just this community I got right now. And when you start getting too many, it's hard to focus on the ones that brought you to the dance, the ones that really support you. You know what I mean? And I don't want that. I don't want to be a YouTuber that sees a supporter as a number. Like, oh, let's check out my analytics. And they'll look at a graph. They don't look at the one individual. They look at, 1,000, 10,000. And I don't want that. I want it to be me and you. And I'm going to figure out some way to do that. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And really appreciate you. And I'll see y'all in the next video. And it's going to be a hot topic, to say the least. I done filmed part of it. And I got upset. Love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now here. Peace. Got you. The secret word. I bet a lot of you clicked off and you're going to miss it. Lantern.